Georgia.
Well, no, not the drive. It was the destination.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the
The
Mutilator
CVS?
Disaster Hour. Josh has a story for us. I'm trying to buy Star Wars tickets.
All right, so what was it? Yesterday?
Wait, we
What
really
day
just
is
jumped right into this? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
You
it
talk
was
on it.
yesterday. I kidnapped Jordan, took him by gunpoint.
Well, hold on. That's an exaggeration. He texted me and asked if I would like to go, and I said, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. then we went to the busiest Waffle House
Yeah,
I've
that's
ever
true.
seen in my life.
That's true.
Like there's people waiting out the door, and Jordan and I just walked past and grabbed a table. It was weird. That might be an exaggeration too. We waited for a little bit.
Yeah, it was like 3 minutes.
Anyways, so what? It was like what, 45 minutes from here to your house, right, Jordan? About that?
It was probably about closer to an hour to get to where we were going.
Yeah. Then from Jordan's house to where we were going was about an hour. Yeah. And so, dude, homeboy wanted to meet us at the CVS. I went to look at a pickup to buy, just to.
Just
Okay,
for
I
context.
wanted a beater pickup, but I have standards, man.
Yeah.
Homeboy rolls up in this pickup, and it kind of sounded like a misfiring Volkswagen Bug, and the tires looked like balloons with no tread.
That's not good.
Yeah, the whole truck just looked like hell on the outside. I
Yeah,
opened the door.
it was pretty bad.
Opened the door to look at the inside, and it looked like hobos had an orgy in there.
Mm.
There was a hobo orgy inside that truck, and it smelled about the same.
Hobo jizz just everywhere.
Yeah. Yep.
Also, I really wish we were naming the disaster hours, because I think hobo jizz would be a solid title for an episode.
Right?
Funny. You know the rules, Jordan.
There are no rules.
Put your shirt back
Anyways,
on.
so I opened the hood.
There's one rule.
So anyways, a little more context. It was a Dodge Dakota 4-door 4-wheel drive. The guy won $2,600 for it. He texted me, said before he headed out, and said the heater core had gone out. I'm like, all right, I'm a mechanic. I can fix that. That's shop was going to charge him No, it's not easy. Shop was going to charge him $500. It cost me $50 in about 8 hours of work. But it's like, you know what? I might be able to lowball this dude if that's the case. So get there. Anyways, pop the hood. Like, things that aren't supposed to be leaking were leaking.
Oh shit.
Like I don't know how there was oil on some of the parts there was oil on. It was crazy weird.
That guy did not take care of his car.
Well, that's the point. I asked him how long he had it, and he said about 3 months.
That's worrying.
And so, like, all right, and at this point, I'm just kind of going through the motions, pretending I'm at least somewhat not disappointed. And I look underneath, because I asked me the transmission slip was slipping yet, because the transmissions in that tend to slip. And he said, well, no, but it made a weird clunk the other day, and I pulled over and shut it off and started again, and it went away. Like, oh, that's reassuring. So anyways, I climb under it because I thought maybe weird clunks, your joints, and your blah, 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 mechanic stuff. And I gave it a good shake, and then realized all the exhaust hangers were empty. And got looking, and there's no muffler, no catalytic converter, or anything. And he's like, and I asked him about it. He's like, oh yeah, the cat was plugged, so just cut it off.
That is not what you freaking do.
like, how am I gonna get this smogged in Georgia ever? And how am I not gonna get a ticket driving around Atlanta? And I should have offered the guy $800 for it, because that would have been worth the look on George's face. Following me back.
I told Josh, I was like, I'm low key really happy you didn't buy that truck because I didn't want to drive it back to Atlanta. I was like, thank God I don't have to drive that death trap.
Yeah, to say the truck was a piece of shit was being generous.
Hey, my friend, I have given pieces of shit, and that truck looked way worse.
Yeah. Oh, and the headliner was put up with thumbtacks, like probably about 100 of them.
What the hell?
Is this the same guy that tried to give us an Airbnb in Los Angeles?
It might have been.
I don't know. Didn't smell like cat piss in the truck though.
No, it just smelled like hobo sex.
Hobo Sex is my new band name.
And so the other thing, this is kind of my fault. I found out there's a brewery out there called Omission Brewery, and they make gluten-free beer.
Wait, it's called what?
Omission?
Omission?
Yeah, like they didn't put the gluten in on purpose.
Oh, I thought they forgot something.
No, well, the gluten.
But they didn't forget it, they just didn't do it.
Yeah. Anyways, this is their Ultimate Light Golden Ale. It's only got 3 carbs. I thought, a low-calorie, low-carb beer might be a good change of pace for me. And it tastes like what I imagine licking a hairy butthole tastes like.
So you know exactly what it tastes like.
Well, yeah, but...
It tastes like hobo sex. Don't think I didn't write that down.
How long is that one going to stay on your desk?
Well, I'll put... I don't know. Because it's also written on the notepad from last week, right under generic 7-Eleven. So...
Oh, I don't even remember generic 7-Eleven.
It was the episode title last week.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to last week's yet.
I kind of have a feeling you don't remember a whole lot of last week's.
Same.
I might have been drunk.
Oh, shit, really?
Might have been.
Hey, complain to my bartender, man.
Robbie, this is audio.
I don't care.
So,
Robbie's
guys,
an enabler. I don't like this.
Hey, I was telling him small pours, and I think he was giving me large pours.
No, I was giving you the amount you told me to.
And how much was that?
large pours.
You said 2. Well, to the second in line of your small thing that tips alcohol. I can't remember.
So you were giving me 2 alcohols?
Sure.
I like that. Okay, guys, I have a major announcement to make. We all have major announcements to make. Also,
not really. Me and Robbie were just fucking with you.
with what?
We
Wait, you
don't
don't
have
have your
Star Wars.
tickets?
No. I don't know when I'm gonna be home.
I'm definitely going to get some soon, though.
Well, let me just narrate.
Like as soon as I get paid, which should be this week.
Let me just narrate the events that have transpired in the last 45 minutes. So, we are recording this on Monday night, Monday the 21st, which is the night that Star Wars tickets go on sale. I was under the impression that they would not go on sale until after the trailer airs on Monday Night Football, which it has not yet aired on Monday Night Football. So about 45 minutes ago, Jordan texts us and says, tickets acquired. And
Yeah,
Jordan...
because I bought my tickets.
That stressed me out so bad because I was like, shit, I gotta get my tickets. So I've tried like 3 different ways to get my tickets. And finally, right before we hit the record button here, Jordan was like, get on the Fandango app. That works. And guess what, Jordan?
Did it work?
It worked almost instantly.
Yeah, I told you.
But the website wasn't working.
So I bought. My friend Nick. I said this before we started recording, but I'll say it now that we're recording. Only because I need to hold Nick accountable for his actions.
Damn it, Nick.
Yeah. So my buddy Nick was like, dude, we're like planning like weeks ago. All right, man, when we buy tickets, let's buy tickets together. I'm like, okay, fine. So I sent him a text, And in fairness, Nick's a pilot. He flies everywhere, and he might be in a different time zone. I don't really know where Nick is right now. He could be literally anywhere in this country, and I have no clue.
Yeah.
What kind of tree?
The nationwide tree.
It's on your side.
Yeah. Anyway, so I texted him. I'm like, "Hey, tickets are available. You want to do this?" No response. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then I panic. I'm like, "Screw it! I'm just gonna buy 2 tickets." So I bought 2 tickets, one for me and my wife. And then, like 5 minutes after I get tickets, he's like, "Oh yeah, man, let's go for it." I'm like, "Okay." He's like,
I
"You
already
know, I'll
got
pay you
them.
back." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." Like, is your wife coming too? Like, or is it like, what's the deal? Like, should I buy 2 more tickets or 1 more ticket? No response, and that was 20 minutes ago.
Okay, now you started the story off with he could be anywhere in this country. You don't know where he is. There's time zones.
Is he
Right.
texting and flying?
The-
That's
Probably.
dangerous.
Who knows?
but the fact that he responded at least once means he's
Well, no.
available.
He responded twice. I was like, he said, "Oh yeah, of course." I was like, "Okay." He's like, "You know, I'll pay you." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. I just need to." So I decided to text his wife, who is much more responsible than he is, and I was like, "Hey, Star Wars tickets are available. Do you want me to get a ticket for you as well? I'm getting one for Nick." No response. This is causing
my
me so much
gosh.
anxiety. And like I'm on the Fandango app, and I went to buy 2 tickets just in case, and I have the 2 seats right next to ours saved. Hopefully they'll hold on to those tickets until
Just buy them if they don't want them. If I'm here, I'll pay and I'll go with you.
No, I understand, but I need to know if I need 1 ticket or 2 tickets.
That's what I'm saying. If you only need 1 and you buy 2, I'll pay you and I'll go.
For 2
Well, what-
tickets?
But what if you're not there, Josh?
Then I'll still pay him.
Oh.
Fine.
See, now I'm like
The-
now I'm getting nervous because it's kicked me out, and I need to know if these seats are still available. Because if these seats right next to me aren't available, I'm gonna fucking panic.
Oh no. See, this is stressing. Not like So the people I'm going with, which are the usual nieces, I made them last night. I was like, "Okay, tickets
The
go on sale
usual
tomorrow."
nieces, like you have a posse of nieces, the usual nieces.
I mean, there's that other one that probably like in the room over from Robbie. She's not coming. You know that
Kenzie?
she's
no, Robbie, the other one.
she'd
Yeah.
be
Lily?
the unusual.
Oh yeah, Lily exists, huh?
I have a niece named Lily.
But like,
Weird.
so I
have
sat
a
him
daughter
down
named
last night.
Chloe.
No, let's wait a minute. Hold on.
Are you guys? We did adopt Jordan, whether he knows it or not. Anyway, so I sat him down last night. I was like, "Star Wars tickets go on sale tomorrow night. Who's in?" Like, no maybes, nothing. Like, confirmation now. The 2 of them were like, "I'm in," and the other one was like, "I'm not really into Star Wars." I was like, "You're not going."
Wait,
So-
which one said that?
Sophia.
She's dead to me.
She also didn't go see Endgame with us, so I don't know what to
All right, I'm just gonna buy these 2 damn tickets. Oh wait, hold on. No, his wife just texted me back.
Oh no!
Thursday, December 19th, 6:15 at stock.
This is I'm loving this.
I love how I'm doing this in real time on the podcast.
I know it's kind of what I was hoping. That's why I brought it up.
So when's the trailer coming out?
I just pulled up
Gotta
the
be any
trailer
minute
live
now.
stream right now. There's a trailer live stream. And so far it is not playing. They're playing an
Okay.
Attack of the Clones trailer. That's weird. So anyway,
Shit, where did my headphones go?
Oh,
so,
speaking of headphones, how did mine sound?
they sound pretty good as long as you don't move. Where are you?
I'm in the company's condo here in Atlanta.
What are you on an air mattress? Or are you sitting on a chair? Like I don't know what's behind you.
I'm sitting on a chair. Those are my pants.
Yeah, no, the thing with holes in it. What is that?
It's not holes. It's just a design.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Well, it's free. You want it?
No. Does it smell like
Got-
hobo piss?
No, just mine.
Oh. Well, this seems like a good time to jump into my story. So, a couple weeks ago, we mentioned my vacation to Los Angeles, California, America.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got back
How was it?
from my trip. It was really fun. But it started with damn near catastrophe.
Catastrophe?
Possibly, maybe not. I don't know. So, okay, I'll get to that part in a second. So we went down there the first day with different cars. So here's how it was. I had me, Chloe, Sophia, Melody, and Sophia's boyfriend in the car with me.
All right, so you had me and Chloe, Melody, Sophia, and her boyfriend.
And me.
Okay.
So it's 5 of us. The mom and dad in their car. And then Tim and 2 of his kids were also meeting us there.
Wait, hold on. Stop this story. I need you to rewind because I was too busy buying 2 more tickets. So can we start that from the top?
Well, I was only 3 carloads into the story so far, so.
Okay, well, let's go back to 1 carload.
Okay, so it was me and Chloe, Sophia,
Me and
Melody.
Chloe.
So those are my 3 nieces, Matt's
Okay.
kids. And then Sophia's boyfriend, Traven. I call him Jam Master Trey. I don't know why. I've never seen him jam anything. Anyway, so we were in 1 car. My parents,
How is
both
he
of them.
Have you seen him jelly anything?
Jelly anything?
Yeah.
I've seen him fill it in his jellies, which was weird. And then my parents in their car. We left from the same town. Tim and his 2 older kids left from Tucson, Arizona. So we're all converging in Los Angeles. We get there first. We go to the Santa Monica Pier, and we're hanging out, doing pier things.
So as friends,
Wait, what does that mean?
pier.
Oh, right.
I thought it was a good pun.
It was. I wasn't on top of it because in my head I'm already like 2 steps ahead of my story. Because typical of Santa Monica Pier, at one point a bunch of cops roll up, like to where
And had an orgy with the hobos.
close. No, where the pier like meets the Pacific Coast Highway. We're out on the pier, so the road's back far, but all these cops roll up, and we're like from a safe distance looking at it, going, I wonder what happened. This guy drives by on a bike, like towards the end of the pier, towards the ocean. And he just goes, some guy just smashed a bottle over a little girl's head. But he says that as he's driving away. And I'm like, what, was it you?
No, that sounds like Santa Monica Pier.
Yeah, that place is...
Some asshole been playing too much Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, right? I think it was the guy on the bike. That might have been the little girl's bike. I don't know.
Was it pink and had tassels?
I don't. It all happened so fast, Josh. So I did the only thing that a 33-year-old average white American could do. I took out my phone.
Took pictures of the girl?
No, I checked for Pokestops. I didn't know what the hell to do.
Wait, hold on. Speaking of,
did you get donuts on the pier? Did you go to Forrest Gump's?
wait, no, hold on. We're not at the donut yet. Let's go back to the Pokestop.
Yes.
Did you get any of the Halloween starter Pokemon?
I got the Pikachu in the weird sackcloth costume.
There is a.
So you got Pikachu's sack. Good.
That's the Pikachu and the Mimikyu costume.
Yeah.
Okay. Still don't have that one. I need one. So if you catch 2, we totally need to trade.
I literally just caught one today.
Catch another one.
I have 2.
Also, there is a Charmander with a Cubone skull on it.
How the hell am I supposed to tell that? Wouldn't that just look like a Cubone?
It blows fire.
Right.
Burns
Oh, okay.
toes, though.
And there's Squirtle, I think, has a top hat of some sort.
Classy.
And what else? I forget what Bulbasaur had. Looks like some kind of hat or something.
I didn't know about the other three. I just saw the Pikachu because they usually do the Pikachu costumes.
Yeah, I just found out about the other ones today.
So you don't have any of them?
No.
I'll give you the Pikachu.
Okay.
No, I only have 2, Robbie.
1 sec. I'll be back.
Do you care about the CP of it?
No, I don't care. I just want it.
Okay, good.
Robbie, go catch more Pokemon to trade to me and Jake. Josh, continue with your hobo sex story.
No, it was my hobo sex story.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was hobo sex on the beach with cops.
Oh, wait, no, Josh was asking me about donuts.
That's the weirdest mixed drink I've ever ordered. Can I get a hobo sex on the beach?
With cops?
It's just sand and natty light.
Aren't those basically the same thing?
And Pop Rocks. So you can have a surprise in your mouth.
With a slice of bacon.
No.
But it's raw.
So just a hot dog.
So Josh, to
Cold,
answer your
uncooked, fresh out of package.
Jeez. But bar S, not none of that Nathan's shit. I didn't mean to say Nathan's shit because Nathan's is like the best hot dogs. Nathan's and Hebrew National. Bar S is by far the worst. They're gray. Your hot dog shouldn't be gray. Anyway,
Well,
to answer your food,
they have too much brain matter in them.
Anyway, I did not get any donuts on the pier. I did not go to Bubba Gump Shrimp. I went to the local pier stand and got a loaded pork quesadilla.
Ooh, how was it?
It was delicious.
So, okay. So, have you seen the Gorillas video Humility?
I have not seen any Gorillas video except for the very first one.
Okay, so Humility is filmed between Santa Monica Pier and Venice Beach in that area.
What do you mean filmed?
Yeah, the Humility video is filmed there.
But aren't they all animated?
The gorillas in this video are. I mean, Jack Black's in it, and
oh shit,
yeah, it's a really good video. I'd have to watch the video to show you because it shows just barely down this one street, and there's a freaking taco shop down that street that is just fucking amazing. Anyways, not that matters. You were just like a mile from that taco shop.
Oh, I already paid for parking. I wouldn't have gone down there. Anyway, so while we're at the pier, I text mom and dad. I'm like, so they were the ones checking into the Airbnb. And I'm like, all right, you guys got it? And mom texts me and Chloe back in a group thread about how terrible the Airbnb is. And look, like, mom isn't always the biggest fan of most places we stay. So I was like, okay, well, I could have predicted this.
Just overreaction.
Look, I don't know if she's going to listen to this or not.
I doubt it.
Anyway, but then I start here. So I never went to it. But then she starts sending pictures, and Dad starts sending pictures, and Tim was with them at this time. And he starts sending the pictures, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, when you sent me the pictures, it looked... Okay, so the electrical wiring in the places in Haiti, if they weren't made out of concrete and mud, I'd be worried that the places were going to burn down.
Uh-huh.
And that wiring was a million times worse. I mean, I literally saw an extension cord with the plug cut off and the wires just plugged into the sockets in the wall outlet.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, didn't I send you that picture?
I think so. But my reaction was for the show.
Anyways, it was But yeah, the pictures you sent me.
I'm back.
My favorite one of the pictures was the three wires hanging loosely above the stove, where all they had done is strip the copper wire, the ends of it, twisted that together, and then just electrical taped it, hanging above the stove.
Unfortunately, I found aircraft wiring like that before.
Oh, jeez. I don't need to hear that.
It was just a commercial jetliner. It's okay.
Oh, well, I don't fly.
That's even worse.
I only fly private. Hello?
What?
No, just kidding.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah,
What?
absolutely.
Okay, just making sure.
Josh? So, this place, and so we're out on the Santa Monica Pier, and I'm texting back, and I'm like, so what do we do now? And Mom's like, well, we've canceled this one, and they're on the phone with Airbnb. And I'm like, so what do we do now? Like, our whole plan was go to the Santa Monica Pier and then go, check in for the night. We end up at the Grove. Not the Grove of Anaheim, the other Grove. The
Garden Grove?
Grove of Los Angeles.
Garden
So,
Grove.
the Grove of Los Angeles is on the same block as the Los Angeles Farmers Market.
Ooh, did you go to the farmers market?
No, we were homeless at the time. So if this was our
stayed there with the homeless people.
If this was our Disney show, I would say that the Los Angeles Farmers Market is what the restaurant outside of Tower of Terror is based on at Hollywood Studios. Even though it has Anaheim in the name.
The Anaheim Farmers Market?
Yeah, it's the one. But this one's not in Anaheim. And then directly next to it, on the same block, is Pan Pacific Park, which is the former home of the Pan Pacific Auditorium, which tragically burned down in the 80s or something, which is the theater that the entrance of Hollywood Studios and California Adventure is based on. Like, there was a lot of Disney park history in this little block where I was.
Yeah.
And I would tell you all that if we were on our Disney show, but we're not, so I'm not going to tell you guys that.
But we planned your Disney non-Disney vacation on our non-Disney show that one time, so. Robbie just fell off his bed. Did you hear him say shit?
So we get to the Grove of not Anaheim, and it's outdoor shopping center. It's super nice. Like, their food court was a cheesecake factory. That was the low-end restaurant. And that's at that point. So now we're all together. We got Tim.
I don't like Cheesecake Factory.
What's wrong with you?
The menu is too big, and it takes an hour to decide what you want, and then the food always disappoints me.
Yeah.
Only been disappointed once.
And then I'm too full to eat cheesecake.
That's crazy talk. You need to plan ahead, sir. You need to stop when you're about to get full.
I want to go to just one of those dessert-only restaurants. I've never found one. Well, I think they're a myth.
Cheesecake Factory could be one of those if you just started at the back of the menu. Actually, any restaurant could, really. Dessert only. Anyway, so we're at the Grove, and at this point, we're all together. I'm like, so what are we going to do? And Dad was on the phone, and then not on the phone, and then waiting for Airbnb. And at this point, that's when I tweeted out, hey, look, I found Tim. We're homeless in Los Angeles. And bless Jordan's heart, he retweets it, asks people out in Los Angeles if anyone knows of some way to help us. And that was very nice of you, Jordan.
You're welcome.
And I really appreciated it. But I feel like you poked the great magnet of the universe.
Yeah.
Because right after you did that, my dad gets off the phone with Airbnb. He's like, we got a place. I was like, well, there you go.
No, nice.
So our place turned out to be super nice. It was in Hollywood. It was like in Hollywood. Like 2 blocks north of Hollywood Boulevard, and between Highland and Vine, just on some side street.
That's awesome.
Wait, was it close to the hotel I told you about that we used to stay in?
Probably. That was on Highland, right?
It was on Highland and Falafel. Highland
Figueroa?
and Falafel.
Fairfax?
Mexico? No, it was just a side street.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so that's where we stayed.
I'll find it.
It was like 2 blocks away from the exit to the 101 to get to the Universal Studios, which is just 2 miles down the 101.
That's awesome.
I was like, holy shit, we really... So, what Airbnb did, like, I started the night off being angry at Airbnb. They refunded the money back to us and then found us a nicer place and charged us the same amount of money and then covered the difference for the nicer place.
Sweet.
So,
Wow.
it was pretty damn awesome. But yeah, once again, shout out to Jordan for caring. Josh didn't. This is where the good of social networking comes into play.
Hollywood or Highland and Franklin, I think.
Didn't I say that? Oh, I said Fairfax.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was the end of that night. We got in, checked in. Super nice place. I slept in the kitchen. It was awesome.
With all the donuts you bought?
I didn't buy any donuts yet. I got 1 donut on this whole trip, and I'm going to tell you guys about it right after this commercial break. Josh?
Don't buy this beer.
And we're back. So day 2. This is the day I've been meaning to talk about because this is, again, month of October. We're doing Halloween themed episodes every episode, and now we're getting into it because, guys, I went to Universal Studios Hollywood and attended Universal Horror Nights. But here's the thing.
Wait, so you didn't go to Hollywood Boulevard and attend Hollywood Horror Nights?
No, that's Sunset.
No, it is pretty much everywhere.
2 blocks south. That's more common than Sunset. Anyway, what was I just gonna say? Oh, so everyone except for Tim.
What?
I love how Josh sounded so annoyed for no reason.
I was annoyed. I was swallowed by sparkling water.
What was I about to say?
No, I don't even want to finish the story.
Good, I didn't want you to.
That's our show. No, so anyway, screw you, Josh. I'm finishing the story.
God damn.
So we all, like me and everyone from this neck of the woods, me and my car group and my parents, we bought the 2 p.m. and later pass for Universal, and that included the Horror Nights ticketed event. However, Tim and his kids, Tim works for Comcast. Comcast owns Universal. Tim gets sweet discounts on tickets. Tim was a nice guy and bought me a day pass also. So,
Thanks.
let me just start this story off with, guys, I broke my own personal record for longest time spent in a theme park. And
Wait,
now
I think I saw you post about this. Wasn't it like something like 16 hours or something?
17 hours.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, my 16 hours was my old record, though, because one time at Disneyland, I went 8 in the morning to midnight.
Wait, what day
Yeah,
was this?
was that when we did Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party?
No, you weren't on this trip that I did this on.
Well, fine,
It was-
fuck you.
Okay. Anyway.
Wait, hold on. What
night
what
was
day
it?
was this? Yeah.
This was Friday the 18th.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure the entire time you were at a theme park, I was clocked in at work.
Yes. I saw your tweet, and you were talking about like how rough of a day you had or something.
Well, no, I mean it was just a busy day. Like it was rough, but it was like it was a good kind of.
Yeah, I saw your stories. It looked fun.
Yeah.
So, me and Tim's kids went to Universal at 9 o'clock in the morning. We rope dropped it. Tim didn't know what rope dropping was. I felt uncomfortable. We go in. Guys, Universal Studios is...
You know what? I'm going to kick him off this podcast.
Don't do it.
Who will you find to replace him?
We have a guy.
Okay.
I'll let you know later. How fair.
Okay.
3 years ago.
Yeah, look, I got a sock puppet I can make real quick.
I don't know if that's insulting to Tim or Jordan. So anyway, guys, Universal Studios is really small. It is a small park.
Yeah, I've been there.
Unless you include the backlot, which isn't really part of the park. Then it's a large property, but a small theme park. So we go
Yeah.
in.
With a very long escalator.
So many escalators. Holy shit.
I used to make Robbie and Mackenzie take the stairs with me. Up and down.
What is wrong with you?
The kids need exercise. Jesus Christ.
You're walking around a theme park.
A very small theme park. You said so yourself.
Okay, that's fair. So last time I was at Universal Studios was that trip we went on, Josh, when I was in 3rd grade.
Oh, really? You haven't been back since then?
No, that was the last time. Literally everything that's there now was not there when I was there last time. Everything. Except for like parts of the tram tour.
Yeah, they actually cut out quite a bit of the tram tour.
Well, that's because they built rides like Transformers and The Mummy in Jurassic Park. Jurassic World.
The Mummy's a fun roller coaster, but the theming is...
The Mummy is one of the worst rides I've ever been on.
Wait, hold on, back up. So, was the Mummy completely constructed from the ground up at the Hollywood Universal
Yes.
Studios?
No.
Oh,
Because the one at Universal Studios used to be King Kong.
This one used to be E.T.
What?
What? No. E.T.
Wait, so are they...
E.T. was the fucking Simpsons ride.
No, that was Back to the Future.
But Back to the Future was E.T.
No, what? No, it's a completely different.
I think you're getting stuff confused.
It went E.T. Back to the Future Simpsons because you were in the DeLorean flying behind E.T.
Josh doesn't know what he's talking about. E.T. was a dark ride.
Josh, stop drinking that beer. I think it's making you hallucinate.
I did. It really tastes like hairy buttholes.
The E.T. ride, I'm not joking. It was...
Who's Harry Buttholes? Is his name H. Buttholes in the phone book?
Just this hobo I met the other
Buttholes, comma, Harry.
So, anyway, Jordan, to answer your question, the Mummy replaced the E.T. ride, which was just a dark ride, so it's in a small building. Why? What's the Orlando one like?
Well, I've never been on the Mummy in Orlando, but I know that it replaced King Kong, and King Kong was this weird... Oh, God, I haven't been since 95, so I don't even know if I'm remembering it correctly, but I felt like the ride vehicle... What?
I watched a video of it today, so I can help you along with this.
Okay. Is it...
Go ahead.
If I'm remembering correctly, was the ride vehicle, like, suspended? Like, you were hanging... Like, it was a ride car that was hanging from cables?
Yeah,
Wait,
it was
King Kong wasn't part of the backlot tour there?
There's no backlot tour in Orlando. Like, they took the good parts from the backlot tour in Hollywood and made them their individual rides. Like, King Kong had a ride, Jaws had a ride.
So is there a ride where you just go through a spinning fucking tunnel?
Probably. But anyway, Jordan, it was the Roosevelt Island something, the cable car.
Yeah.
The same one from Spider-Man 2.
What?
Spider-Man 1. The first two, one of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
That was 3.
Again, I've not been to a Universal Park since 1995.
I mean, it was themed to that New York trolley hanging cable car. Anyway, go ahead.
No, that was all I remember. But I had heard that the Mummy replaced it, and I've never actually seen a ride video of the Mummy, so I just assumed that they kept the whole cable car. And then instead,
that'd be hilarious.
Giant Boris Karloff mummies.
And then the cable cars get all out of sync and just start bouncing off each other.
No, that's not. No, that's the Disney's cable cars. But so this Mummy, I don't know how the Orlando one is, but here's my review of this Mummy. I feel like Universal went and rode Rock and Roller Coaster. And it was like, we could do this, but for like half the price. And boy, it shows.
And without the loops.
Guys, that ride was like, it was a fun 30-second ride with
Yeah,
Emotep
yeah.
completely.
The roller coaster is actually fun. It's like a carnival roller coaster though.
It's very small, has little hills, but it's launched.
Yeah, it's like if they took Puff the Magic Dragon and put adults in it.
Right. And boosted it up to 45 miles per hour. And then it just ends. It ends suddenly. Like so halfway
Just
through the
like
ride, it
life.
stops. No, it stops and it has a backwards section, kind of like Everest. And
Except
then,
Everest is way better.
well, yeah, Everest is like the greatest roller coaster of all time. Anyway, so it launches you backwards. You
most
go through
expensive.
a little bit of backwards stuff. It stops again and it starts turning, and there's all these fog effects. You're like, oh man, shit's about to go down because I'm used to Everest.
Hey,
And
I
when
need to interrupt for a very important message. Apparently, the trailer for Rise of Skywalker is played, and I'm assuming it should be hitting the internet any second now.
I just
Oh wait,
refreshed.
there it is.
Wait, where is it? Oh, 5 minutes ago.
I see it on Twitter.
Everybody pause. We're going to take a 5-minute break.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, I found it.
Oh, man, that was good.
Right?
Whew.
Got a
Boy,
little
that's-
teary.
No, like really, it begins and ends with 3PO.
I mean, does it?
It seemed like he was gonna die
I don't know how that begins with him, though.
because the whole series begins with him.
Kind of began with Palpatine.
3PO.
Oh, okay.
It's a story about two droids.
Oh, that was. I'm gonna watch that like 4 more times after we're done recording here.
Yeah.
Me and Robbie already shared it on Facebook.
Me
But,
and Robbie.
And Jordan reacted to it. Anyway,
What's
okay,
Facebook?
we're gonna cover this in depth next week when we've watched it a few more times, and Josh isn't talking over it.
I stopped.
It wasn't. No, Robbie was talking over mine.
Oh,
When?
Yeah, I put myself on mute.
Yeah, I put mine on mute as well.
No, you didn't, because you went, that was cool. And then me and Jake both said, shut up at the same time. And then somebody
Right.
laughed after. And then you laughed after, and I yelled, shut up a second time.
I didn't hear the second one.
Oh boy. So anyway, more on that next week. Back to Universal Studios.
All right, we're going to cut this whole section out, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
No, we're not. They're
No, I will.
They're
It'll be
gonna listen to
It's
us.
just gonna-
doing nothing.
It's gonna be nothing, and then two people yelling at Robbie to shut up, and then another 2 minutes of nothing.
So anyway, there's so many escalators at Universal Studios. It's not even fair.
There's only
Yeah.
3.
There's 3 in that one group, but then there's the other group on the other side to go down the tram tour. Anyway, first thing we did, I'm not gonna.
Okay, there's only 1 there, so there's 4.
Yeah, but they're really long. Anyway,
The
first
tram
thing
tour one isn't.
we did. What?
Tram tour one isn't long.
Yeah, it's like longer than your average escalator. Anyway, the first thing we did was the Harry Potter ride. Which, guys, that's
Which
of the
one?
The Flight of the Hippogriff. Come on,
Yeah.
Robbie. No, I'm joking. That's like Gadget's Go Coaster. We did the Incredible Journey, or I don't even know what the name of it is. Forbidden Journey?
Flight of the Hypocrite.
No. The Harry Potter ride. The one. And it was really cool. The one where you're on the end of a Kuka arm.
Ah,
A kookaburra?
the
ignore
fancy
it.
one.
Anyway,
you're a fancy kookaburra.
the ride was cool. After
Sure.
that, we did the tram tour. But no, the Harry Potter ride is by far one of the best theme park rides I've ever been on. Like, that thing gets a lot of hype, and for good reason. However, Nothing else, quality-wise, in that park stood up to that. Nothing.
What about the Jurassic World ride?
The Jurassic World ride was the second best ride there, but even that one.
So, is the
was
Terminator
in the middle of the
3D movie
sentence.
still there?
No, it got replaced by Minions.
That's
Yeah.
probably a better choice.
Is it?
The Terminator 3D movie was pretty terrible.
So are Minions.
Okay,
But-
good point.
You're not wrong.
So down in the lower lot, that's where Jurassic World, Transformers, and Mummy are. We hit Transformers and Mummy. They were aight. I would-
Isn't it? Okay, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off again, but isn't Transformers basically the same as the Spider-Man ride?
Yeah, almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
Except fighting
Okay.
Transformers, but like
And much worse.
it was fun. But like every time a Transformer showed up on screen, so the vehicle you're in is a Transformer, and like whoever the show writers are, because they're like every single time they're like, oh no, it's Ravage, and then Ravage would show up, and you're like, okay, well there's Ravage. I like Ravage, but it's weird that they all know their names. Everyone's on a first name basis. And every single time they're like, oh no, it's Megatron. Oh no, it's Starscream. I'm like, okay.
We get it! God damn it!
Like it's fun, but it got
Ooh,
It got old fast.
yeah, just the narration. But it was a really fun ride. Like the
Oh,
technology behind it. Megatron grabs your car and shakes it.
didn't that replace Backdraft?
Yes, it did.
Oh, I like Backdraft.
Transformers is cool. It was a fun ride. It's all
Too bad
screen.
it's the movie Transformers and not, the good
Yeah.
ones.
Like in that ride, I
This
understood.
one.
I understood people's complaint about the movie when everything's just ball of metal fighting. That was very prominent in this ride. I was like, I don't know what's going on in some part. One part though, it slows down into slow motion. That was weird. I thought I was having a stroke, but it was awesome.
Did you
Anyway,
smell toast?
No, that comes later in this story. Anyway, so after that, Jurassic World was broken down, and we were standing
that
out in front of it. And while we were standing out there, I got this on video. I was vlogging this whole thing. As I'm standing right there, the lady's like, okay, the ride's open. If everybody can just follow me and form an orderly line. I was like, oh shit, gotta go. So we walked onto Jurassic World. And it makes me laugh because Chris Pratt is now in 2 major Southern California theme park attractions at different parks. Because Chris Pratt's in Jurassic World and also the Guardians Tower. I feel like he's slowly just taking over California. And then, okay, so there were other rides and other things. Guys, Horror Nights. We have like 15 minutes left of this show. Well, let me get to Horror Nights. That's where this is all going. Here's what happened. I'll cut to this part, then I'll go backwards. Most of the group stayed until 10 o'clock. Horror Nights started at 5:30. So they got like most of the mazes in. Do we call them mazes or haunts, Jordan? I think mazes.
I call them haunts.
Okay. So, but if I call them mazes, everybody will know, right? I might switch back and forth. The app called them mazes, so I just started calling them mazes.
I mean, whenever I go to a haunted attraction, it's typically called a haunt. But I guess I have heard them referred to as mazes.
So the entire group of family that we were with, we did Stranger Things first, and then hopped right on over and did Ghostbusters. Like walked onto Ghostbusters. That was shocking.
Yeah.
And then went back and did. I'll go more in depth in these in a second. But after Ghostbusters, we did Frankenstein versus Wolfman, and then Creep Show, and then Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And that's where everybody left except for me and Chloe and Sophia and Sophia's boyfriend.
So me and Chloe.
And me. And we're like, you know what? They left at 10 o'clock. And we're like, the park is open until 2 in the morning. We are staying, damn it. And we did. And so after everybody left, we waited in line and did The Curse of Pandora's Box, House of a Thousand Corpses. I'm still talking.
Ooh, how was that?
Holidays in Hell. And then we ended the night on Us.
I want to hear House of a Thousand Corpses.
I tweeted my rankings of these. I'm going to pull up my list right now.
Oh, I didn't see that tweet.
Oh, really?
I saw it.
Neither did I.
Yeah, I tweeted on Mutineers. It's right here. Anyway, my favorite one wasn't even movie themed. It was my favorite maze. There was the Curse of Pandora's Box. That one scared the shit out of me, and it was wild. Like it was the opening of Pandora's Box. And the weird thing is the next day I didn't really remember much from it. I just remember I liked it the most, and it stressed me the hell out.
Wait, I really hope Shaggy and Scooby helped put all the ghosts back in.
No, there was no Shaggy and Scooby.
That's a different box.
Oh, I
think it was a chest actually.
Yeah, and there was only 13 of them.
Because you let them out.
My number 2 favorite of the mazes was Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This maze was amazing. I feel like you had to, everybody that watched the movie loved it. Everybody that hadn't seen the movie didn't get it.
Did you say this maze was amazing?
Yeah, I can't even tell you how many times I accidentally said that on this trip. And I felt stupid every time. I was hoping I got away with it just now. I'm not doing it on purpose.
You should feel stupid about it.
Anyway, the Killer Clowns movie translated so well into a haunt. Like, because the movie's just cheesy and schlocky and cheaply made.
Can I pause you for a second?
Yeah.
Yesterday morning, Jordan did introduce me to Baxter and Spooky, and Spooky was not a fan of me.
Spooky's not a fan of anyone who he doesn't live with, so
he's arrested.
It's not just you. It's not just you.
It's like Jordan's carrying him down the stairs, and all 4 freaking legs are going wild, and he sets him down and just back up the stairs.
Yeah. Baxter was kind of sitting around, like he was just kind of whatever, but like don't take it personally. It's
I did.
And yeah,
you can't take anything from cats personally.
My number 3 favorite maze haunt.
All right, sorry, Jake.
Was Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, and these were the classic Universal horror monsters, horror versions of Frankenstein and Wolfman. Frankenstein's monster.
So it wasn't Benicio del Toro?
No. This, by far, was what I thought was the scariest one. I just put it third because I thought the other 2 above that were cooler. Like, Killer Clowns didn't really scare me that much, but it was really awesome. Frankenstein meets the Wolfman was terrifying. Like, I screamed. There was one part on this one that I screamed so hard because they're really good at jumping out and scaring you. And at one point, you're going down this skinny hallway, and from both sides, the Wolfman comes out of this side, and the Frankenstein's monster comes out of this side and takes a swing at you, just out of nowhere through the wall. Guys, I nearly shit myself. It was amazing. My number 4 choice was Us. Jordan, did you ever see Us?
Yeah, I didn't like it as much as I wanted to like it.
But I liked it. I never saw Get Out, but was Get Out better?
Yeah, I personally think Get Out was the better of the 2.
Oh man, I should watch it then because I loved Us and The Maze. Again, just like Killer Clowns, for the people who didn't see Us, which was the last one we did, so it was just Sophia's boyfriend, Jam Master Trey. He was just like, I didn't get that at all.
Oh, so it's not Jam Master J. I get it now.
Yeah. But the movie Us is kind of centered around a theme park haunt maze, so that worked nicely. Again, if you see the movie, you know what I'm talking about. My number 5 favorite was the Ghostbusters one. This one was awesome. I should preface this with I loved all of them, so ranking them was really hard. But the Ghostbusters one was funny and scary. And
That's good.
They had like people in Ghostbusters costumes, like Egon was at the first. He scared the crap out of Sophia so bad that he actually apologized.
No.
I felt it was a very Egon move. But in the room where they're frying the Marshmallow Man, it smelled like burned marshmallow.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was really cool. I was like, wow, that's a good effect. And then, but the best part about the Ghostbusters one was the Slimer puppets. They were like basically like Swedish Chef. Like it was the dude's head and hands, but like in blacklight Slimer and like a black sheet behind him, so he had full control over it, but it just looked like Slimer. And he could like point at you and like move his hands towards you and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
I've
cool.
seen videos of some walkthroughs.
Oh, it was so cool. And then my number 6 choice was Stranger Things. Josh, if you can't tell, we have not gotten to House of a Thousand Corpses yet.
Yeah, I'm wondering why it's not number 1.
I'll tell you. Anyway,
because I've been to a zombie concert, and that was my number 1 concert. So
I guarantee it was very different.
I doubt it.
Anyway, the Stranger Things maze, it was really cool. It was Stranger Things. They had the Demogorgon and the Upside Down, and things came out of the wall and tried to eat me. It was terrifying.
That'll happen.
My number 7 favorite was Holidays in Hell. This one was cool, not based on anything, just a new original idea. The beginning of the maze starts at New Year's Day. The end of the maze ends at Christmas. And so, like, you walk in the first room, and Father Time has his Grim Reaper sickle swinging at you, and there's all these dead babies in cribs and skeleton babies crying towards you. And then you move on, and the next room was like Valentine's Day, and then the next room was St. Patrick's Day, and of course, killer leprechauns are trying to eat you. And it went through, so it did St. Patrick's Day, 4th of July, and then it moved into Halloween, which I thought was very appropriate. And the Halloween room was cool. It was a lot like the Slimer costumes, where it had a whole room lined with people they had pumpkin masks and just black clothes, but only some of them were real people, and some of them were mannequins. And I got trust issues from that one, because the lights were flickering and some of them were moving towards me and the others were not. I didn't know what to do. But my favorite room in that one was the Thanksgiving room. There was a dead guy on the table, all bloody and nicely cut, and a giant turkey burst through the wall with an axe.
That's hilarious.
It was glorious. I laughed really hard and screamed, but I laughed. I was like, whoever came up with this idea? And then the last room was Christmas and evil Santa and evil elves and stuff. And then,
Satan Claus.
My number 8 choice out of 9 mazes, this is where House of a Thousand Corpses comes in.
I'm disappointed.
It was just a slaughterhouse. I mean, it was cool.
Well, yeah. Have you seen the movie?
Yeah, I've seen the movie.
It was just a slaughterhouse.
I was disappointed by the lack of Chris Hardwick dying in it. But,
well, so did. Oh fuck! What's his name?
Dwight.
Dwight. Well, yeah, Dwight did too, but he was in Hateful Eight. He was the bad guy in Ant-Man.
The bald guy?
No, not the bald guy. The freaking rich dude that with the funky teeth.
In Ant-Man? I have no idea who you're talking about. Because the bad guy in Ant-Man was bald.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep talking. I mean, I'm going to keep talking. You look that up. Anyway, House of a Thousand Corpses. This is a good slaughterhouse.
Maybe it was Ant-Man Wasp. I'm sorry.
Captain Spaulding was really awesome.
Captain Spaulding passed away recently.
I know, that part was sad. But
Yeah,
in the maze, he kept jumping out and screaming at me.
Thanks.
My least favorite one, number 9 out of 9 mazes, was Creepshow. I've never seen Creepshow, so I feel like I'm falling into the category of didn't see the movie, so I didn't understand. Is Creepshow any good, Jordan?
The show or the movie?
Oh, I thought it was just a movie.
No, it was a anthology film in the early 80s. It was like 4 or 5 short stories.
Yeah, wasn't it like kind of a competition for on HBO?
Tales from the Crypt?
Yeah.
No, this came out way before Tales from the Crypt. This the movie itself was made in I don't know the exact year, but it was early 80s for sure. But late they did 2 Creepshow movies, but they started doing an anthology series on the horror streaming service Shudder. And I've watched every episode with the exception of this recent one. And they've all been really good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I bet I would have understood it more and enjoyed it more had I seen at least something from Creepshow. But they had really good scares, and this I thought this part was clever, but also disgusting and horrible. In one of the rooms in the maze, it was a bathroom, literally covered. I mean, like designed to look like it was just covered in shit, like a caked layer of shit. Not like
that's disgusting.
not splats of shit, but like it oozed from above and just.
So it's like the men's room at a Flying J.
But here's the worst part: they pumped the smell in.
Ew.
Oh God.
Yeah, like it was a shit room. Like it smelled like shit. It looked like shit. Like it made me gag. I looked in. I had to cover my nose. I turned around. Sophia was behind me, and she was like. It was brutal.
I wonder how many people vomit in the shit room.
I don't know.
Probably a lot.
So I just gotta say real quick. So the permanent haunted house there at Universal.
Walking Dead.
Is that what it is now?
Yeah, it used to be Classic Monsters, and now they changed it to The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Boo.
It must have been Classic Monsters when we went through. Do you remember, Robbie?
Yeah, it was Classic Monsters because Chucky was in it and all the other.
So Mackenzie was Jesus.
She was?
She was 8. So Robbie was 10, and they were both adamant they wanted to go through it. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. If you guys are keep begging me, I'm taking you through it. And I carried an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old through most of that maze, and like all of the freaking monsters were like apologizing. Like it's like, well, you say sorry all you want, show me the fucking exit. I'm carrying 2 kids.
You could have told your kids no.
No, they were just begging and begging. And I got sick of it. So
that teaches them bad behavior, Josh. That teaches them that they can beg and get their way. We're gonna have parenting.
so yeah, their way was obviously not what they expected.
I wouldn't have carried them.
It was a life lesson.
So then the other cool part, because I'm about to wrap this up, they had scare zones, which is just, I guess a lot of theme parks do this, where they just have people out on the street running around and chasing people.
Yeah.
They had some sweet, sweet costumes on this, like tall people on stilts and like the hand and leg stilts. So you just had like tall.
So like Ivy.
Yeah.
Or
mean Divine? Yeah,
Divine.
It was basically Scary Divine.
No, she's scary.
But I vlogged the whole thing. I'm gonna get this up on this here channel, so eventually, hopefully sometime this week. But the last thing, leaving the park at 2 a.m, they do this thing called the chainsaw chase out, and it's exactly what it sounds like. They had like, if I had to guess, just in a small area, at least 40 of the actors with chainsaws. Like there was almost more chainsaw people than people in the park in that area, running around. And the best part about it was Sophia and Chloe were the biggest chickens ever, and they're the kind of girl that would like run and scream.
So they're the first to die in a horror movie.
Oh yeah, like we all had our exit buddies, and Chloe was my exit buddy in all the mazes.
Okay.
She completely left me. Like at one point, I like looked. I was like, "She's gone. She just bolted."
Man, I really want an Evil Dead horror house.
I mean,
right?
We've got killer
That'd be
clowns.
cool.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Man, so at my job, We do haunted trails, and I'm gonna pitch the idea of having one of our haunted trails be Evil Dead next year.
Dude,
Because
seriously, I'll be
because we have a cabin.
there. You know
Really?
that
Yeah.
cabin burned down.
We have a cabin. We have a historic cabin from the 1830s on property. And I figured we could easily do like an Evil Dead theme trail.
That'd be
So-
awesome.
So
I
a
would
little
love
fun
that.
fact: the car from Evil Dead is in every single Sam Raimi movie.
Yep.
Including
And
Spider-Man.
the Western he did,
Quick and the Dead.
yeah, they took the body off and put a covered wagon body on top of it, the frame.
That's awesome.
Wow. They thought of everything.
Right? Anyways, yeah.
So that was pretty much it, and that's pretty much our time for this episode.
Uh-huh.
You
unless-
didn't tell us about the donuts.
Oh, I got
Okay,
the
so I have a thing.
really.
No,
You didn't tell us about the
every-
donuts, but I'm gonna keep talking.
Well, no. Let me explain why I want to hear about the donuts.
Okay.
Because I kind of feel like every major city in America has their thing.
Right.
Like New York's pizza. I guess every city has hot dog stand. Denver is obviously omelets.
Utah has green Jello.
Yeah.
Not joking.
In
mean, there's-
restaurants, really?
Oh, like Golden Corral and Chuckarama, yeah.
Ugh.
But I mean, like along those points, like certain states have their style of barbecue, like Kansas barbecue, Texas barbecue, Memphis barbecue.
Right.
Like I know what you mean,
anyways,
Maine and lobsters. I'll keep going.
So I
I'm better
feel
at this
like
than you are.
I feel like the main food choice in California, like California is a state, but definitely Los Angeles is donuts. So
Well, you want to know where I got donuts?
yeah,
Springfield. I went to Lard Lad.
Massachusetts?
No, I got the
Nice.
big ass Lard Lad donut at Springfield,
Sweet.
and they are guys.
They're huge.
They're this big.
Oh, the Simpsons donut there at Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean?
The-
What other Springfield do you know? Borders,
I
Nevada.
was trying to put a name. I was trying to put a name to a popular donut shop that I should know. Then
I said
realized-
Lard Lad.
Yeah, I know. Shut up.
Yeah, I got the big
So
donut.
so you got a Disney donut at Universal Studios. Good job.
Oh, yeah, thanks. But I'm not even joking. It was one of the best donuts I've ever had. It was a good damn donut. Like, it's not just like half-ass
But
theme park
you
fare.
didn't go to Voodoo out in the freaking City Walk.
No, I don't want to go through security again. Because City Walk's outside of security.
But they're open till 2 in the morning.
We left at 2 in the morning.
You should got a 2 in the morning donut.
I got a Lard Lad. I had a lot of donut in one.
You can't have enough donut.
You know what? This might be
And
true.
Voodoo donuts are freaking awesome.
There's never a finite amount of donut.
This is also true. And when I say I had a Lard Lad donut, I had mine and part of Dad's.
So is it? It's about the size of the big Texan donut at Voodoo, right?
I don't know how big that is, but if it's the same size as the one here at Lynn's.
Slightly larger than your head.
Yeah, and it came in like its own box.
Yeah. So
But-
Robbie, you want to tell them about that?
What? We're trying to wrap things up here.
What?
So Voodoo has a thing that if you
Doesn't
eat their
care.
big Texan donut in like less than 60 seconds, it's free. And Robbie decided to try it.
No.
Yeah, I
stupid.
didn't get through it.
I had to give my son the Heimlich maneuver.
Good.
Shit.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. I passed by you and said, "Ooh, candy corn."
That's the Heimlich maneuver.
I've been doing it wrong all of these years.
Damn it. I had one more thing to say. Oh, I got Jordan his Ghostbusters mug.
Oh yeah, I need to send you money for that at some point.
Yeah, I'm holding it until you do.
Yeah, it'll probably be next week.
Okay. So, anyway, Robbie, put a pin in that till next week.
Okay. I just wanted to
Next-
show off the art for the front.
Next week will be our Halloween episode. Mickey Mutineers. So we'll touch on that, Robbie.
Mutilators.
Mutilators. Mickey Mutilators. Thank you, Josh. We're going to do our favorite in-park deaths.
Ah, finally.
I don't know why we're doing this. It sounds morbid, but we're going to do it.
Man, it's pretty morbid.
Wait. It's how we see ourselves actually dying in the park. So
No, we were going to do the Wikipedia article of in-park deaths.
no, we've done that, and I was the biggest asshole in the world.
Yeah, that's why I want to do it again.
I will laugh again. People dying in the park.
Yeah,
Fuck.
this makes you look real bad. Okay, fine. We'll do it the way we want to die.
Good.
So someone's dying in the parks next month. Year.
Ow, what?
Week. I have a few ideas already.
Spooky.
Oh, this is gonna be a big game of Mousetrap or like Final Destination. That's what we'll do. Final Destination Disney Edition.
Where the Epcot ball falls off the things and starts rolling towards you.
Spoilers, yo. And on that note, take it away.
Kenny?
I don't know. Do we have a Halloween song at the end of this?
I don't know.
Take it away, Kenny.
Oh my god! They killed Kenny! You